Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Digicourse. My name is Krishna Priya. In this video, I'm going to discuss about various bidding strategies available in Google Ads. So what are those bidding strategies and the latest bidding strategies available in Google Ads and how to use them, how we can leverage our campaigns by using Google Ads, we are going to see in detail in this video. So without any further delay, let's get started. So what are these bidding strategies and how many bidding strategies are available in Google Ads and how we have to use them, the advantages of using them perfectly, all those things we are going to discuss. You will be having three types of goals. Okay, goals in the sense like if you choose the search network, your goal might be reaching out audience in the form of text ads so that you can pay Google for clicks. Whereas when you run a video ads, so your ad will be in the format of video, so you will be paying Google according to the views, right? So likewise, you have a mainly three types of goals. One is conversions and one is clicks. Conversions and clicks and impressions. These are the three main goals present in your whole Google Ads campaign. So you have to choose whether you want more conversions, whether you want more impressions, or whether you want more clicks. Only these three. In this three goals, we have a different types of bidding strategies. So now I will be explaining you each and every bidding strategy that is available in Google Ads. So now first of all, let me concentrate on conversions. What if I concentrate on conversions? What if my goal is getting more conversions? Which bidding strategy is helpful for me if I want more conversions? So the first and the most important thing that I'm gonna talk is target CPA. Target CPA is used when you are looking out for getting more conversions. So what it is actually? Target CPA is something the name itself, target cost per acquisition. You can call it as a acquisition or you can call it as a action. So you are going to use this target CPA. So when you want more conversions, so you will tell Google that, hey Google, please provide me as many conversions as possible within this target CPA. So I'll tell you simple tip and one small example. Let's say now Amrita is there. Amrita have some business called where she sell handbags. Okay, she sell handbags online. Now her each and every handbag, the worth of the handbag on an average is assume that 500 INR. Okay, this is the worth of her product. So now she can choose the target CPA, like the target CPA has to be lower than your worth of your product. So now target CPA means you are just mentioning the price that you would like to pay for every conversions that happened in your website. So now your target CPA is 300 INR. I am telling to Google that, hey Google, I would like to pay 300 rupees when I get conversion in my site. So again, conversion depends on your website. It may be filling the contact form or purchasing a product or clicking on a video or whatever. So you are going to pay 300 rupees for every conversion that happens in your website. So what is the worth of your product? What is the worth of your conversion simply? What is the worth of your conversion? When someone purchases the handbag, how much you are getting? 500 rupees. Yes or no? So now how much profit you are gaining? Your target CPA, Google is taking 300 rupees for conversion, but you are getting a 500 rupees when someone purchases the profit. Are you getting a 200 profit or not? Yes or no, guys? Yeah. This is how you set up a target CPA. Target CPA is, it's automated bidding, guys. Automated bidding means you set up some amount for CPA. So Google will give you the conversions within that amount only. Okay, so Google will take that amount for each and every conversion. So this is how CPA works, and it is very useful for people who concentrates on conversions, or the business who concentrates on conversions. So now I will show you how to use this CPA in the campaign network. You can choose any of these existed campaigns to change your bidding, or you can start your new campaign. So now I'm gonna choose one campaign right now and go to your settings option. In the settings you can see the bidding. By default, what was the bidding that we have chosen earlier? If you click this, you can see, if you click this drop down, you can see only recommended bidding strategy for this campaign type. So now what you can do is you can select this bid strategy directly, and if you click this drop down, you can see target CPA. So click this target CPA, and here you have to mention how much you would like to pay for every conversion that happened in your website. Let's say, as I told you example, please choose the target CPA lesser than the worth of your product. If the worth of your product is 500 rupees, that means if someone purchase the product and if you are getting 500 rupees, just lesser than that amount you have to pay here. Obviously, right, do you want to pay more than the worth of your product or less than the worth of your product? When you will be in profits. So you will be in profits when you pay lesser than the worth of your product. So now, as of now, I'll go with the 100 rupees, right? So here you can choose pay for interactions. So if you have connected the conversions for this campaign, you can choose the conversions and save. How you choose a target CPA for the campaign networks that you choose while creating. Right. So the next bidding strategy that I'm going to talk is the target ROAS, guys. Target ROAS. What is this target ROAS? I will write down. It's a return on ad spent. So returns means how much you are getting in return. Ad spend means how much you are spending, how much you are spending on your ad. Let's say you can define Google that, hey Google, I want a 300%. Okay, I want a 300% in return for every 100 rupees I spent. That means you are expecting 200% extra in returns for every 100 rupees you spend here. That is what you are going to specify. So that according to your ROAS, this is automatic bidding. Whatever I'm discussing right now, it's completely a smart biddings. Okay, that means you just tell what is your goal, and you just some daily budget. Google will automatically take that amount, and Google will give you as much as you want in your daily budget. Okay, so now I will tell you the simple example for this target OS. Sales divided by ad spent into 100% is equals to your ROAS percentage. So now let's say my ad spent is just 2 rupees. Okay, I have spent on my ad, it's a 2 rupees, and I got a sales around 10 rupees. Okay, now tell me, now it's a very simple numbers, right? You can tell me. Sales.
500.
How many sales I got? 10 rupees. And ad spent 2 into 100. How much now? 500. What is
500.
this? This is the ROAS percentage. Got it? So if you mention like this, Google will understand, okay, this person is looking out for 500% ROAS for his ad spent. Got it now? So that is also you can choose for the campaigns, and the same way I'll choose here bidding, you can see here, and change bidding strategy. Click this, select the bidding strategy directly, and target ROAS. So here you have to mention how much you are expecting, what percentage you are expecting in returns. So let's say 500%. Got it? And save it. Right, that's it. So this is what ROA is. This is also concentrates on conversions. And next one I'm gonna talk about is maximize conversions. Maximize conversion means you are telling to Google that, hey, give me as many conversions as possible within my daily budget. Here I don't specify any amount for my, I don't have to specify any amount for the conversion that happened in my website. Let's say my daily budget is something like 1000 rupees. So I'm telling to Google that, hey Google, this is my daily budget. In this daily budget, give me as many conversions as possible. I am not restricting you to take particular amount for each and every conversions. You take as much as you can, but give me as many conversions as possible within this daily budget. Okay, whereas here target CPA, I am specifying some amount for the conversions or interaction. Whereas here I don't have to specify. If you want, you can specify. Okay, if you could now if you specify, what happens? You are restricting Google. That is also you can do it. Now see, I'll show you how to choose. Can you see? Maximize it. Maximize conversions. If you choose this, as many conversions as possible. Can you restrict Google? I mean, can you specify some amount for each and every action or each and every conversion? You can. That is, you have to set a target CPA if you want to specify some amount for each and every conversion that Google has to take. It's completely optional, guys. If you want, you can provide, or else you can give control to Google how much it has to take for every conversion. Okay, so it's completely upon you, it's up to you. So I'll go with 100 rupees. Okay, and save it. And the next thing is maximize conversion value. What is this maximize conversion value? I think you have remembered we have already discussed with the conversion tracking, right? So while we were creating a conversion tracking, we have seen there it was asking us the value for our conversion. Yes or no? So what is the worth of your conversion? So here maximize conversion value means you are going to get as many conversion values as possible. So here also it is interlinked with the ROAS, whereas you can specify how much percentage in returns you want. I mean, now let's say your value is, your conversion value is 400 rupees. So you can choose your ROAS like 800 percentage. So you want a 800 percentage in return for every 400 you spend. Like that, you can specify the conversion value also. See now, with the ROAS you can specify conversion value. Can you see? You can set a target return on ad spend. Let's say I'll go with the 400 rupees. So this is also again for using all these types of bidding strategies, either conversions, conversion value or ROAS. You must need a conversion tracking, guys. Do not forget. Right. So this is conversion value. The next thing is enhanced CPC. Enhanced CPC. What it is? You know about manual CPC, right? So I can tell you in simple words, it is the combination of manual and smart bidding. Okay, till now whatever the thing we have discussed, it was like automated bidding. You are giving right to Google. So whereas this enhanced, it acts like a manual and also it acts like a automated. Let's say my CPC is 100 rupees. I have specified. So that means I am telling to Google that, hey Google, please take 100 rupees when someone click on my ad. This is my CPC amount. So when you choose the enhanced CPC, Google may raise your CPC or Google may lower your CPC, guys. According to the searches happens on the day, according to the quality of the searches, Google may raise your bidding or Google may lower your bidding. Google have that rights. That is called enhanced CPC. See now, manual CPC. When I choose manual CPC, can you see? Help increase conversions with enhanced CPC. That means Google will automatically, if you specify 100 rupees, Google will not take exactly 100 rupees. It will raise that bidding, it will lower that bidding. Okay, so I am giving right to Google. Okay, so this is enhanced CPC. We use this when you concentrate on conversions. So overall, enhanced CPC and target ROAS and target CPA, maximize conversion value and maximize conversion, we use when you target conversions, when we concentrate on conversions more. So again, in order to do this, you need a conversion tracking. So at least 15 days before, you must have created the conversion tracking and run the ads. So if you have got some conversions, based on that Google will use this automatic conversion, because Google needs some idea how you are getting conversions based on that, based on what you are getting conversion, so that Google can run these automated biddings if you have conversion tracking already done. Okay, so this is one of the main bidding strategy in conversion when we concentrate on conversions. So now let me talk about the bidding strategies that we use when we concentrate on clicks. So clicks, mostly we will be concentrating on clicks for search network campaign, right? So when your ad appears, when someone clicks on that, you have to pay your money. So that is what clicks. So in that clicks option, we have two main bidding strategies. One is maximize clicks and manual CPC. Maximize clicks are like a maximize conversions, whereas in the maximize conversion, you pay, Google will give you as many conversions as possible within your daily budget, whereas here in the maximize clicks, Google will give you as many clicks as possible within your daily budget. So whereas here we can also specify the max CPC amount, how much maximum you can pay for Google. Okay, Google can take maximum that amount. Now let's say maximum rupees 100 rupees, maximum I would like to pay 100 rupees when someone click on my ad. So Google will take 100 rupees or lesser than 100 rupees, any amount lesser than 100 rupees. But Google does not have rights to take more than 100 rupees. If you want, you can specify this, or you can just leave like that just by choosing maximize clicks. So you don't have to restrict Google to take 100 rupees or lesser than 100 rupees. You just give complete right to Google, so Google can take any amount to give you as many clicks as possible. That is what maximize clicks. Now let's see how to choose. Can you see maximize clicks? So you can set a maximum cost per bid limit. How much you would like to pay maximum when someone click on your ad. Like this. Right? This is. And the next thing is manual CPC. I think I don't have to talk about manual CPC, you know it already. If I specify 100 rupees per click, Google doesn't have any rights to lower or raise or to take any amount as it wishes. No. Google have to take this 100 rupees only, whether it's high compared to other competitor or whether it's a low compared to other competitor. Google don't have any rights to change the bidding. Google have to just take 100 rupees. So we use this manual CPC when we feel like we don't want to give control to Google, as it may spend more amount compared to us. So if you feel like that, go with a manual CPC. Whereas maximize clicks is the automated bidding. So behalf of you, Google will bid. Okay, behalf of you, Google will bid. So you don't have to keep on checking, or you don't have to keep on worrying, array maybe this could have been happen, or maybe this could have been happen. You don't have to worry when you choose the maximum. You are just handling it for Google. Alright. So these are the two main bidding strategies that you have to choose when you concentrate on clicks. Okay. The final goal is the impressions. So now what bidding strategies you can choose when you concentrate on impressions? We have already seen what is meant by impression. When your ad appears, we call it as an impression. So we have a various types of impressions. One is target impression share. Target impression share means you have a three types of impression shares, guys. I will show you now by choosing one campaign. As I'm talking about concentrating on impressions, right? CPM, VCPM and CPV, these are used for a display network campaign, whereas target impression share is used for search network. I'll show you now what it is. Bidding. Now you can see this. Impression share, target impression share. Now I'll show you with simple example. Data science course. Let me search for one keyword called. So guys, tell me how many ads Google can display in SERP. Maximum how many ads Google will display? 7 ads, right? 7. So 4 ads on top maximum and 3 ads on the bottom. When you choose this target impression share, you are telling to Google that, hey Google, please show my ad anywhere on the results page. If you click this drop down, you can also see few more locations, that is top of the result page and absolute top of the result page. So now see this, if you choose absolute top of the result page, this is absolute top, that means on top position, on first position, we call it as a absolute top. And here these websites 1, 2, 3, 3 more ads are displaying now. These are called top position. And the website which is at the bottom, those are called anywhere on the results page. So overall 7 ads Google display, right? If it is exactly showing on top, the first position, that we call it as the absolute top of the result page. If the ad is appearing somewhere on the top, like somewhere on in the 4 results, if it is showing your website, that we call it as a top of the result page. If it is showing your ad anywhere in the 7 ads, like bottom you have a 3 more ads, right? So if your ad is appearing in those 3 ads, then it will be considered as anywhere on the results page. Here you have to specify the percentage share. Now let's say I will choose 75%. I'm telling to Google that 75% of the times try to show my ad anywhere on the results page for my keywords. So now we will be choosing some keywords, yes or no, while creating the ad group. So we are telling to Google that please show up our ad for those keywords. Now when I choose this impression share 75%, 75% of the timings you please show up my ad anywhere in the results page. That means 75% of the timings my ad will be anywhere on the results page. Like it can be on top, it can be at the bottom, but compulsory 75 times, at least for 75 times my ad will be anywhere. Or else you can choose this top of the results page. That means when I choose this time 70%, 70% of the timings try to show up my ad on the top of the results page. So on the top of the results page means my ad can be anywhere among these 4 results among these 4 ads. Yes or no? 70% of the timings. The next, if I choose this absolute top of the result page, then let's say 50% I choose. 50% of the times try to show up my ad exactly on top position when someone searches for my query. So I'm telling to Google that simply, hey, please show up my ad when someone searches for digital marketing training. 75% of the times you please show up my ad exactly on top. I'm telling to Google. So this is called impression share. You are going to specify the percentage share that you want to show up your ad on particular location, and specify some amount that you would like to pay for Google for every interaction called click. So let's say 200 and save. Got it guys? Clear? Now did you understand target impression share or not? Yes. And the
Yes.
next thing is cost per CPM, cost per 1000 impressions. 1000 impressions. That means you are going to pay when you get 1000 impressions. That means when your ad up just appears in the website. Now I'll tell you simple example. ndtv.com. Do you know the website meaning above the fold and below the fold? Above the fold, below the fold. Take a newspaper for example. Newspaper will be folded like this, right? Newspaper will be folded. The upper position of the fold is called above the fold, and the below one is called the matter which is present in the below fold is called below the fold. Now can you see? This is the website. So this is called above the fold, and when I scroll down, this is called below the fold. Now tell me, most of the people they may just view the website of the above the fold only. Sometimes people may not scroll down to the deep, right? So now let's say this ad is appearing on where? It is appearing on above the fold or below the fold? Where it is appearing? Above the fold, right? It is on top. Okay, the upper section of the website or the upper section of the newspaper, we simply call it as a above the fold, right? Now mostly the above the fold, the ads which appears on above the fold gets viewed. What about the ads which are below the fold? Will it get viewed? Tell me. Does those gets views? No, right? So now here CPM means whether the ad get viewed or not, I don't care. If the ad appears in somewhere in the website below the fold or above the fold, I don't care. If my ad just appears, then I'll consider it as an impression and I'll pay money for 1000 impressions only. That means when my ad appears for 1000 impression, even people doesn't see that ad which is present in the below the fold, I have to pay money for 1000 impressions. So you have one more beautiful option, that is VCPM, which is called viewable CPM, viewable cost per 1000 impressions. That means you are going to pay when your ad gets viewed by the user only. Now let's say your ad is somewhere else in the below the fold. That ad is being not viewed by the user, right? Then it will not calculate as an impression. When your ad is being viewed by the user completely, then only it is considered as a impression. So you can also specify how much you would like to pay for every viewable cost per 1000 impressions. Okay. So which is better, obviously CPM or VCPM? VCPM.
VCPM.
So how to choose that VCPM again? For VCPM or CPM, those two things can be chosen for display networks and video ads. So I'll choose this. It's not good. Okay, let me discuss another. The next thing is CPV. You know this, cost per view. Cost are going to pay when someone view your video. Okay, so basically we call it as a view when people watches our video ad for 30 seconds. For 30 seconds. So let's say if you mention 100 rupees for cost per view, so Google will deduct that 100 rupees amount when someone watches your video ad for 30 seconds. What if your video is shorter than 30 seconds? How it will calculate the view then? If the video is shorter than 30 seconds, it will consider as a view if someone watches your whole video ad. Okay, so let's say if your video ad is duration is 15 seconds. So it will consider as a one view if someone watches the whole video ad. Okay, so that is what we use for video ads mostly. Got it? So these are the main bidding strategies, guys. Okay, so we also had target outranking share. Recently, like Google have removed that target outranking share bidding strategy, so it is no more available now. So among all those bidding strategies, I can give you one small tip that try to use maximize conversion, which is very easier. Okay, it's very easier. Why? Because you don't have to set up any bidding. You can just give control for a Google when you concentrate on conversions. And when you concentrate on clicks, go with the maximize clicks. Okay now. And when you concentrate on impressions, go with the VCPM. That's it. This is the best tip. Use the maximize conversion for conversion when your goal is conversion. Okay. Okay.